3 weeks ago, I moved across the country by myself at 18 years old into a city where I did not know a single person. And this is my, I guess, kind of dream apartment, if you want to call it that. But I want to sit down, be honest with you guys, and give you, the reality of an 18-year-old living on their own that's making, I guess, a decent amount of money for their age. Really depends what you guys call it decent. But the reason I'm sitting here is I was sitting on your end. I was watching YouTube videos like this of kind of guys my age or older that were in the spot that I wanted to be in, 1 year ago or 6 months ago. I was just watching this and I was like, dude, I would do anything to be in that spot. I, can't wait to do it. Like, once I do it, I've made it in life, whatever you want to call it. I was so excited. I watch these videos, I get pumped up. And now that I'm here, it is a lot different, right? Obviously, if you guys don't know, these people that you're watching, they're not perfect, right? You might see this like perfect lifestyle described or whatever, is portrayed by YouTube or social media. But like, guys, first of all, I want to say, I do not have my life figured out. I'm 18 years old. I'm still a kid. So that's the first thing I want to get out of the way. I never want to portray that on my videos. It's like, hey guys, I have everything figured out. I don't, I still wake up stressed. I still, work all day. I still get my stuff done. I'm still figuring out what I'm doing, right? But first thing, what I would like to say is if you've been thinking about it, kind of saying, fuck it, I'm moving across the world or the state. Maybe you want to move to a different country. Maybe you want to live on your own, pull that trigger. Even though I've only been here for 3 weeks, I can definitely tell you that this is by far the best decision I've made in my life. What I've kind of, in the last 3 weeks, what I've been able to, find out about myself, what I've been able to kind of sit down and, get mental clarity, get focused is a lot more than I've been able to do in the last, I would say 6 months, 9 months. So definitely pull that trigger if you've been thinking about it. And, I can't wait to see where I am in a year. But if you've been thinking about it, definitely pull that trigger. It is going to be worth it. It is going to be hard. It's going to be one of the hardest things to do is, you're stepping completely outside of your comfort zone. You're telling yourself like, hey, I need to make this work, right? You're going to have to make it work one way or another. So that's the first thing, right? If you guys are, in a spot where you're just debating whether you want to do it, just do it, right? And other, on the other kind of aspect is like, bro, like you have all your stuff figured out. I want to get like you. It's not necessarily like that. These people that you see online, they're people just like you. They're not perfect, right? You can, if someone goes up to me, says like, hey, I'm trying to get like you. I'm like, bro, you already are like me. The same exact mindset. You just, are earlier in your journey, right? That's all it is. And same way I'll look to someone that's, making $300K a month. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to get like you. In their spot, they're looking at the guy making $3 million a month. Guys, it's an endless cycle. Obviously, you want to consistently be improving, and you're never really gonna have everything figured out. It doesn't matter how old you are. I wouldn't imagine, at least from like the people that I've talked to, that you do have your lives figured out, especially if you're a young age. But kind of that's the beauty of it. You don't have stuff figured out. You're making the best educated decisions, I would say, that you can be. But again, you really don't have your stuff figured out. Taking it one day at a time and, trying to figure it out the best on your own, right? So kind of wanted to get that done because I kind of wanted to tell that to you guys because at least when I was watching YouTube, it was never really portrayed, right? From kind of the content creators that I would see, obviously it might be a bit less inspiring if I'm kind of sitting here and telling you the truth, but I feel like it's something good to know, whether you are trading, whether you are, starting your own business, doesn't matter what you're doing on your own. Maybe you are doing a brick and mortar business. Maybe you're doing something in person, anything that's, out the normal, I guess be considered risky. I wouldn't say it's risky because if you truly believe in it, you are going to succeed. But, no matter what position you are in, just know that, hey, it's going to get better, but, it's not going to be, you're not going to have it figured out. Even when you get to the spot that, you wish that like you used to pray for, when you get in that spot, you're going to look at the next spot. Because I remember this year, I was writing down my goals for the year, and I had these 3 goals that I wasn't even remotely close to hitting. and one of them was moving out, right? But I guess into like a nice apartment. But I remember I had all those goals written down and I wasn't even remotely close to hitting them. And then, in a couple of months, I hit all 3 goals. I was like, bro, like, holy, right? I was like, I set some crazy goal that now I'm a lot, that now I'm pretty far from. But that's kind of how it goes. You're gonna, you're gonna go pretty quickly through these goals. But I would say kind of focus on enjoying the journey rather than the destination. And I know that's like the most cliche and corny thing that I can say, but it's gonna be true because, once you get to the point, first of all, you don't wanna get comfortable. The second you get comfortable, that's when you're gonna start going backwards. And you really can't afford to do that, unless you're making millions a month. But even then, you get to a point where if you get comfortable, what are you gonna do with your day? If you're just sitting there doing nothing, do you have some fulfillment? That's another thing I wanna get into. When you're going on this journey, make sure that what you're doing is genuinely fulfilling, especially if you're a younger kid, especially if you're my age, even if you're 20, 25. Make sure that whatever you're chasing, make sure whatever you're doing is fulfilling. People look at the money, people look at the materialistic stuff, but they need to look at fulfillment. The reason why I'm here recording these videos, the reason why I do this stuff is it's fulfilling to me knowing that I've been able to help people change their life, and I'm going to continue being able to do that, right? And I'm blessed to be in that position, right? So make sure what you guys are doing isn't because you saw some video on YouTube saying like, hey, this is how you're gonna make 10K a month and quit your job, right? Or this is how you're gonna do this is how you're gonna do this. Make sure that what you guys are going for is not, something you just saw or it's like something that looks cool. It's something that you genuinely enjoy doing and will enjoy doing for the next 10 years. You guys, it's easy to get caught up in the short term, but it's a lot harder to think long term, right? Even for me, I'll think, a couple of months from now, a year from now, but I don't necessarily think, 5 years from now, right? Because it feels like, forever, but that time will fly, bro. Like, you guys have probably realized by now, that time will fly. So it's better to kind of think long term, see what you want to get, what fulfillment you want to get from whatever you're doing, whatever venture, whatever you're doing on your own. See what fulfillment, whether it's helping people, whether it's helping your family out, whether it's helping yourself out, like whatever you guys are doing, make sure you actually enjoy it, And again, I know it's another thing that people say, it's like, oh, cliche, right? It's if you enjoy your work, you'll never work a day in your life, right? That's stuff everyone tells you, but it is true. If I genuinely didn't enjoy what I was doing, if I genuinely didn't believe in what I was doing, there would be no reason to wake up in the morning, right? I guess I have a nice view, right? But that's not gonna wake me up in the morning if I just hate what I'm doing every single day, right? So that's one thing as well. Make sure you're passionate about what you're doing. Make sure you have a purpose. That's gonna be another hard part is, finding your purpose, another cliche thing, but it genuinely is. That's kind of what I've been able to kind of dial in and focus on these last 3 weeks. Because I was just sitting there, I was laying down in my bed, I was looking up, 1 in the morning, I was like, bro, I'm here now what, right? I was asking myself that for a couple days. And I was really, I was getting pretty sad too. I was really just thinking, it's like, damn, I'm here, I'm generally here, I'm doing this now, what now, right? Yeah, I can make more money. Yeah, I can scale that up. But what's my purpose? And I was asking myself that a couple days. I realized, dude, I actually enjoy this stuff. I actually enjoy making content. I enjoy helping people out, but that's something, that's one of the things that you guys are gonna have to find out on your own, whether you're in this journey, whether you're looking to get in this journey, whether you're watching this video, saying dude, can't wait to get in this guy's shoes, or whether you're watching this video and you're above my shoes. I guess that doesn't really make sense, but yeah, that's honestly, pretty much everything I wanted to get into in this video. And I guess last thing I can kind of say, if you guys trade or you guys want to, learn from me, I did just kind of release a kind of one-on-one thing where I'll guide you guys. But if you guys want to sign up for that, that's in the bio. But anyways, that's pretty much it for the video. Wanted to sit down and be transparent. I can't speak, but yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. I will catch you guys tomorrow.